welcome everyone to the Ducktail Run. Registration's open. We'll be open until 7 o'clock this evening, and that's at the Gas City Fire Station east of town. When you get out there and get registered, make sure that you get your tags filled out and adhere to the windshield, please.
Nice 55. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, that is 100% right.
Everywhere you can get a car, there'll be a. What you guys hear when they fired up the big snap like this and
Sam Space 81, welcome to Gas City, Indiana. Having a blast. I just got here this morning. We're celebrating the James Dean days. This is the Ducktail Run. So y'all are really going to enjoy it. Thanks for watching Sam Space 81. of wheels. Ooh, nice. How are you?
This opens up.
Oh, cool.
We gotta get some ducks out. So can I open the door then, Steve?
I'd love to see.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it when you all got it all set up.
Well, it doesn't actually work, but
Oh, I know what you mean.
okay. Step back though, because I don't want you to get wet. Watch. Does that feel normal, right? Break it one more door.
Oh, that thing's got some history. That's cool. Looking good. Well, it's looking good. Got the sun hitting it just right. Good colors. Wow.
There's so much paint on this car, you can spend all day wiping it. Oh, I know that. Yeah, I know. Where we're at right now, you know.
Man, that's cool.
I always like it. I always like that carpet in there.
I'm gonna show him something here.
That sparkle in the purple.
Yeah. That's special carpet for these things. Blue Rex carpet.
Oh, cool.
Get out when you take it to the beach. One of them takeout deals.
Oh, yeah, cover plate.
Well, that's a neat option.
That's
Both
right.
of you got to take a ditch.
That's exactly right. You gotta get your wheel off to get by. Yep.
You had to pay for every power steering you had to pay
Oh,
for,
yeah.
a radio
Yeah.
you had to pay for. You had to pay
Yeah.
for all
Yes.
Yeah, you did. Absolutely. Is that
this. Air conditioning, that
Yep.
you had to pay for it.
Yep. My car didn't have air back then, the one I had didn't, but we decided to put air on this one. We built this car. I built this car from scratch. I took 3 cars and made this. This car had no floor in it, no quarters on it, no nothing when I got it. Nothing. You know, we built all this. We done this. Me and my son done the motor. We do all of our own stuff. We decided we wanted to make electronic digital fuel injection, see, so I found the guy that had another manifold like that, and I bought the manifold off him. We machined it, put injectors in it, made our own fuel blocks for it and stuff. But I'm gonna pull the cover in a little while.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it.
I've got a guy right now that CPR in California sell Pontiac parts, and Jury out there has been waiting for a year now for me to pull the cover on this, send him some pictures. He's going to put in his new magazine.
Oh,
They sell
cool.
parts, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're actually, me and Keith right now has got 2 we're getting ready to convert over to electronic. We're going to make digital out of the two. I just got one in Cleveland. I went up and put a 57 on for a guy who got a 57 Bonneville convertible fuel car, and I went up and I done the fuel on it and went up and put it on.
Do you know I take that there was a red and white one I saw with the Adirondack Nationals up in New York. That's the only one I've seen besides yours. It was red and white.
Yeah.
You know, real well. Power seat.
Yeah.
But it didn't have the sport seats like that.
Didn't have the split seats in it.
No.
Yeah.
No. I'll show it to you.
Called every Pontiac dealer they had in the country. They give them a call. They said, now we're going to build this Bonneville, and then told them what it was going to be. Fuel injected, 4-bucket seat car. Told them the color options on it. Said, do you want one of these cars? We're going to build this. And the guys that said, no, we don't think we're interested, they never got another call. The dealers never got, you couldn't order it. That's the ones that got the car. That's how come, I tell you, it was an accident that I got one of these. I was driving by Chenoweth Motors in Xenia, Ohio. I worked in Dayton at the time. And I had a 56, 98 Oldsmobile Holiday Coupe at the time. And I went by and I seen this car come out of the showroom. It caught my eye, you know what I mean? It was the same color. That's why I chose to go this color.
Yes.
Because I had that. And I said, God, I go back and look at that car, boy. And I turned around and went over and I said, what's the deal on the Bonneville convertible? And that guy said, as of 5 minutes ago, this car is for sale. That's what he said, as of 5 minutes. I said, why 5 minutes? He said, well, this car was bought from Mr. Chenoweth's son, Dean. And I'll tell you who Dean is in a minute, and you'll know when I tell you. He said, Dean's at school, and he told his dad to go ahead and sell the car. He wasn't going to bring it to school with him. And I bought the car right then. I bought it and called the credit union. I didn't have a dime to my name, but I swear I did.
Yeah.
Credit
$5
union.
car.
Jimmy Dean.
No. Dean Chenoweth was the guy's name. Let me tell you who Dean Chenoweth is. You'll know when I tell you who it is. You remember this Budweiser Unlimited boat?
Yes.
Unlimited?
Oh, yeah.
He got killed in that boat, Dean did.
Oh, hell.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's who Dean Chenoweth was. He drove Miss Budweiser. Yeah.
Wow.
But,
I've seen that.
it was just a coincidence that I got it. I wouldn't have got it if it hadn't been for
It
that
just
thing,
meant to
you know.
be. You saw that car and
Evidently, you know.
wow.
Yeah. And Keith asked me, he said, Dad, what car did you like better of all the cars you had? I said, probably my 58 convertible that I had. He said, well, let's do us another one. Let's do one. In 2000, I just bought a brand new Ford Dually, and he and I pulled a 60-foot trailer to San Francisco and down through LA. We went all the way around, went the northern route, come back the southern route, and bought 3 cars and hauled it back on that 60-footer and made 1 out of 3. This car had no floor in it or nothing when I bought it, nothing. But I bought a 58 Chieftain, perfect, didn't have a speck of rust on it anywhere, 4-door car. I cut all the floor out of that car at the spot weld, every spot weld, and took it out at the firewall on this car, and took it out at the trunk at the end, and I put that whole floor in here in one piece, and put it back in the spot. Well, you can't tell where it's
So it's got the right stamping and everything.
If you had the panels out of this car right now, you can't see where it's ever been worked on. You don't know what's ever been worked on. You know. Put quarters on it. I put all this was put in new on it. I put that in. This was put in. All of it's been worked on, but it's done right. You know?
Yes.
They work good.
Yeah. Just a lot of work. I worked on this car 17 years. Started on it 2002 or so, and I ended up finishing the car about 2017 or 18. If you look at the speedometer on this car, I didn't hook it up to come over here. It's only got 14 miles on it since it's restored.
Well, it's got to be a good feeling to see it, finalized and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Barrett Jackson would love to send this.
Well,
to
I had a
you.
guy come tell me the other day he goes to Barrett Jackson. There's a guy down my way that goes there all the time. A guy by the name of Roy Hunter. He goes to Barrett Jackson. Said, I'm going to tell you something. He come down and looked at my car. I had it on the rack, and it's as nice under as it is on the top. If you go under it,
Yeah.
nice, He said, I want to tell you something. He was walking up the hill, and he's got a bad leg, and he stopped, he turned around to me, he said, hey, Jones. I said, what is it, Roy? He said, I'm going to tell you something. He said, you take that car to Barrett Jackson, that car could very well bring $500,000. You get 2 guys wanting that car.
Yep.
Yeah, it could.
So he told me. He said, I
believe
can
it.
tell you that.
And now I'd say it'd probably go up to 3/4.
Yeah, who knows?
Just 2 guys.
I was offered $250 for it twice and turned
How
it
many
down.
of the 18
That's
are
everyday
left?
price for
How
this
many
type.
left? Well, my buddy out west collects these. Joe Evans collects 58s, and Joe's got 3. He's got 3 fuelie cars. I know another guy that's got, there's probably 7 left of them. 7 or 8 sold they are.
So that's less than half.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Because of that, he went up another quarter mile.
And I'm the only guy left now that's doing the fuel injections. All the guys are dead. You know, I'm 85. You know,
Knows how to do it.
I'm the only guy left that knows
Now,
anything about it.
Back when you bought yours, were you into tinkering with that stuff? You weren't scared of that Rochester setup?
Nobody knew anything about them.
Yes.
Never knew. And, you know, this was ahead of its time a little bit.
Yeah, top of the line technology.
And, you know, if I had a little problem with mine back there. I can remember sometimes you go out and start it and it just miss and go on. The next time it'd run like a bat out of hell. It's just bottom line. I tell you what I did when I bought that car, and I wouldn't lie to you. I'm not a liar. I just tell you the way it is. I left Xenia, Ohio down 35, and it's pretty straight to Dayton. That car, I had that car up to 145 miles an hour and got a ticket. They almost threw me in jail. And I showed him I just bought it. That's the only thing kept me out of jail. Honest to God, it did. Don't think kept me out of jail. I told the guy, I said, buddy, I don't drive like that. I said, we're just trying the car, just bought it.
Yeah.
No traffic on the road. He said, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to let you go this time. If I ever see you again speeding, he said, I'm going to take you straight to jail, he said. I'm 20 years old, boys. You know how cocky you are at 20.
Walking up on you in this shiny, flashy car.
Oh,
and I
God.
bet that was a lot to
buddy.
take. He probably never seen it, you know.
No, he'd never seen one of them cars either, you know, he said. I told him, I said, buddy, I just bought this car and showed him. It had the date and time on it, too, that I'd bought it. I just left the dealer. He let me go.
What's your name, sir?
Larry Jones.
Larry Jones. I'm Sam Mallow. It's a pleasure to meet you,
Sam.
Mr.
Glad to
Jones.
meet you.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, buddy, just
I love hearing about this kind of stuff.
old school, but you know, they based this unit off of a carburetor, and I'll show you what happened.
I would love to learn about it.
I don't know if you can learn anything, but I'm gonna tell you how they work.
I'm a mechanical guy.
See, these are all 360. This runs constant. This sprays constant all the time. Through these little lines here, there's 11,000 orifice in these nozzles going through here. 11,000.
He's a good old boy.
This is the fuel meter under it right here.
Yes.
There's a spill valve inside this fuel meter right here that controls how much fuel goes to this spider right here. And what that does, it senses how much your foot is on the throttle. This venturi here senses how much it needs for fuel, how much it can pass air through here. So this diaphragm right here, that one, and this one up here where the T is what controls the fuel that goes into these nozzles right here. It's on a little old fulcrum in there. There's a little thing that pops back and forth.
Fuel regulator.
It's more or less a fuel regulator. That's true. That's a good definition of what you're saying. That's what it is.
So is it using vacuum?
Vacuum's operating.
Okay.
Yeah, vacuum's operating it. And if you don't get these things 100%, can't leak any vacuum anywhere, and you can't change the cam in one of them because you dropped the vacuum on it. You got to leave the cams alone in them.
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah, you leave the cam alone.
Okay.
Many guys change the cams and then just kill them. No, it wouldn't run no more.
Is that something you learned from experience?
They
not to
wonder
screw with the
why
cam?
they don't run. Yeah, I'm one that done that. I'm one that done that. Anyway, that's how these things work. And you see your nozzle coming out here.
I'm a vet guy. I've always wondered how they work.
Yeah. I've done one vet. Is all I've ever fooled with. One of them. I usually do Pontiac.
Version of it.
These are all mechanical.
Yeah.
360 run all the time. And here's where you get your fuel
electronics.
from. Here's where you get your fuel from. Drives off the back of the distributor. Here's your high pressure pump right here. I can't get that off, but there's a drive that goes in here and goes to the distributor. This pump is like a 1,500 pound PSI pump.
Okay.
It's really squirting the fuel to this. That's why they can use only, you don't need but 11,000 orifice in this.
right.
See what I'm saying?
It's putting that much pressure into it to make it operate.
Oh yeah. And the way it works is it's like a power valve in the carburetor. As you step down on this thing, it senses that low vacuum. It senses that, and this one right here, that one right there, senses that, and this spring works. See this lever right here? You can see the lever if you work right there. See that lever right
down
there?
in there and look.
See that lever?
Yes,
See it
sir.
there?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, this is your
adjustable.
rich side right here. This is the rich side. This is the economy side over here. As you're running along and this thing warms up, it goes to the economy side, and it stays there till you nail it. When you nail it, this thing goes over to the rich side, and fuel is instantly popped to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just the way they work, you know.
So it just puts more pressure on it and it sprays it harder. More volume.
It senses that low vacuum, and this spring pushes that over quickly. I mean, they'll accelerate quick. It's like they
That's why you
accelerate
got to
quick.
run 1500 because these lines all have to purge at the same time.
That's right.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
a lot of
That's
of fuel going through
And
there.
if you look, I
And
mean,
keep it there.
look here. If you look at it, look at your lines. You'll see your lines are all even.
Yep.
No matter what line, it's curved up so the lines stay even. See, a lot of guys don't realize that.
Talk about the
That's where it's
same,
at.
even like same length.
Similarly,
Okay.
that's exactly right.
You
So
add
the
a
pressure's
quarter
gotta
inch
be-
to one line. It's not going to run.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Think any kind of leak, they wouldn't run right.
Oh no, no.
So it'd have to be tuned just perfect.
Yeah.
I mean,
How temperamental is it? I mean, can you put some miles on
they
it?
are. It's like you got to be a brain surgeon to do one of these. That's what that boy up there in Cleveland said. He got him a book, fuel injection book. He said, I read this book, and he's a pretty smart boy. He said, man, oh man, he said, man, you got to be a brain surgeon to work on one of these things. That's well, you really don't. If you worked on them a number of years, well, you know what makes it work and why it works. The worst mistake they make on these is guys don't really check them good, and your diaphragm covers on these through the years where the bolts are holding them down a warp, and you start losing vacuum. And every one I do, I surface all of them. I surface every one of them. You know,
It's glass
I
smooth,
never
flat.
Yeah.
Yes.
I put me I got a machine piece of aluminum, and I put me a piece of paper on that, sandpaper, and I'll sand that thing till it's bright, shiny, and you put it on there and take a vacuum pump, and it stays right there.
It's got a
It
seal.
won't leak a drop. You know. That's where it's at, and then getting everything, the perimeter set on it is what makes them work. When is this thing going to sense I've got low vacuum, and when's it going to call for more fuel? That's the key to it right there. That's the key.
Man, it's good stuff.
I can set it
That's-
low and they won't turn and a half, and they're running. Sleeve it.
Oh, for
And
the
the bottom
injectors.
sleeve, so when your injector goes in there, it's bottomed out with O-ring around, so it'll seal. See what I mean?
Seal up.
So this piece here holds your injector in. It's sealed on the bottom, see, so you can't leak no vacuum out of it.
Yep.
There's a lot of work involved in
Yeah,
it. A lot of work.
They got to be perfect.
And then I took this piece here. This is called a cranking signal valve. Let me tell you how this works. I'm going to explain this to you. They'd had to figure out what they could do to get this car started, because your high pressure pump is turning so slow when you try to start the car that you ain't going to get no
Yeah, it's not making
fuel
any.
pressure. So what they did, they put a cranking signal valve on these things, and what that does, there's a little needle, like a needle and seat on the carburetor in there. When you turn the motor off, that falls off of the seat. When you're cranking this motor, vacuum goes from this line right here down to this down to this big diaphragm down there that's got the T in it. Vacuum goes to that diaphragm, and it picks that diaphragm up, and it makes that spill valve go to plumb rich.
Okay.
And that squirts fuel to the injector for starting.
Mechanically
See,
done. Mechanically done instead of electronically.
Mechanically.
Yeah.
That's right. Mechanically.
Yeah.
And then you look at this thing, you say, well, it's got a choke on it. That's not. That's a enrichment choke is all that is. It's what this has got in it right here is it's got two valves inside of this here that goes to different lines going down through here. And all you do when this is cold in the morning, like right now, this right now is up. If you see this, in other words, if I hit the throttle on this thing, now if I just was hitting the throttle on it like this, you smack the throttle one time, this thing will fly up just like a choke on a carburetor will for fast idle. What this does, it opens this valve over here and closes this valve, and all it does is make it go dead rich for starting in the morning. And then as this warms up, it goes back over in the middle, and then both valves are closed in, and then it goes over and opens this valve back up for economy side. That's what it's doing.
After
So,
it warms up.
yeah. When it warms up, it goes to the economy side. See, though, then you'll see this lever move there. It'll go back to the economy side. I've done a bunch of them.
I'm just listening. I know you love talking about them.
Oh, I do. I mean, you're amazed at what they had back then. I mean, you would think they wouldn't have something like
It was
this.
ahead of its time.
But what they did, GM got every engineer that they had together in every division, Buick, Cadillac, all of them came together, and that's how they come up with all this. Worked with Rochester back then, and that's how they come up with all this. Chevrolet, Pontiac. Pontiac Chevrolet's only two that chose to go fuel injection. The rest of them didn't want to go fuel injection. Buick or Cadillac or none of them didn't.
Well, they had to get the Rochester carburetor in on it. They had to carburet it somehow, but they had to reinvent their carburetor.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And their engineers
Yes.
figured out how to do it sideways.
That's exactly right. That's
Side
exactly
draft.
right. They did. That's right. 100%.
It's a side draft, yeah.
Yeah. That's what they did.
I think everything they studied to come up
You
with
can do
this.
all the machining you want, but they didn't do carburetors. They had to go to their jobber to go
Yeah.
in with them.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly right.
A lot of. Wish people could work together like
The
that
only
now.
person that
Man.
lost in this deal was Rochester
Oh yeah.
because there's only 18 made.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Well, they continued on with Chevrolet. You know, Chevrolet
Yeah.
made theirs up to what, 65 or 6, 65 or something when they quit fuel injection.
Yeah.
Chevrolet's made a little different. The fault I got with Pontiac is you can't work on this unit on the car. You got to pull it off to work. You can't get the fuel meter out or nothing. You see what I mean? Chevrolet, you can take the fuel meter off with the manifold on the car.
Well,
You
they
know?
Okay.
waited until Bonneville did theirs.
Yeah.
Copied, but upgraded.
Work the
Yeah.
bugs out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. There goes the 60 Pontiac right there. Big white one. I used to have one of them. This on them. If you raise the turkey roaster on this, it's got injectors like LS motors. got.
Okay.
Here's
Well,
the
we
brain. If
wondering.
you look back in here, you'll see the brain back under here.
Oh, I do.
Look, see the brain back there on?
Yep, I do.
Laptop. Now we can laptop it. see.
Yeah. Nice.
We made all our own stuff. We do our own.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. 17 years worth of work.
It's got all the bells and whistles on it.
Yes, it does. Air ride on, and I decided not to because I'm not a fan of air ride.
Yeah.
We just lowered it. I lowered it down, you know. Sure. Thank you. I appreciate that. We worked for months to get the door lines on this car right. These cars never had any lines on this. I do polish my stainless and pick it.
Did you hammer it out and use a wheel?
Almost, yeah. Yeah. I mixed the color on this car. This
Oh,
is
yeah?
Rangoon red and Greystone white. Well, I didn't care for the Rangoon. It was just a little speck different color. And I took one of the colors that was in the paint and I mixed more in it to get where I wanted.
Yes.
I wanted to get closer to my interior. I wanted to get as close to this as I could, see.
Now, did they make that pattern? I mean, did you have that pattern made?
This is the way they come.
Oh yeah. I mean, did somebody reproducing that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I had
Yeah.
these all done. Yeah, these are all been done by a guy in Tennessee down there. Did this? It does all street rods for all the guys that build street rods down. He does all their work.
Did it right.
On that car.
Oh yeah, it lines up so
Sand it.
nice.
Soaked in oil. So you know it don't
Just a lot of work. A lot of work.
I've got a.
I am going to take that hood apart,
Oh, look at that.
and this matches. If you look here, this matches this.
Yeah, it does.
Same width and everything. Same width and all. It's the only one in the country. This is the one of right here.
Yeah,
There's nobody else got one like that.
that's a nice design cue.
Nice something to do, you know.
Yeah. Stand over there with it, Mr. Larry. Let me get you in there.
Well, I appreciate that.
I appreciate the lesson. I feel like I ought to pay you for that.
You don't need to pay me, bud.
Present today, brother. Beautiful day, leaves falling. Gas City, Indiana, at the Duck Run, James Dean Festival weekend. Seeing what it's all about. Great cougar. The Wanderer.
baby moons, and I like the baby moons, so I put them on there. But I definitely got the same carbs as he's got.
Oh yeah.
Bought the kit.
Yeah.
I got this one done, and I'm working on a 65 Nova now. Same way, I bought it as a shed.
Nice. Got a duck with him. Ducktail Run. Awesome. oldies for sale here in Gas City, Indiana. Like $5,500 a piece. Pretty good looking Eldo. OBO. Tree. Space 81 back with you at the Ducktail Run, Gas City, Indiana. Hey, this is where it's at. Let me tell you. Space 81 here at the Ducktail Run, Gas City, Indiana. It's Thursday, having a good old time. alter the wheelbase. See people camping along the tree line. There's a creek back there. That's pretty cool. You got burning fire going there. I start to say burning barrel. Fire bin. Good times, y'all. Ducktail Run, Gas City, Indiana. Sam Space 81. Thanks for watching. 58. Oh, that'll be a cute raid. Check it out here in a minute.
The T395 engine, which has got the big cast iron exhaust manifolds. Tri-power, solid lifter cam, it's all factory.
That's those brakes
and,
though.
and it's a standard chip.
That's neat.
And I've had it for 44 years.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Where did you find the car? What's the story on buying it? I'd love to hear it.
A guy was installing carpet. There's a big story goes to this. You got time?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your name?
Ron Chalmers.
Mr. Chalmers, I'm Sam Mallow.
Pleased to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Okay. Guy was installing carpet and he walked past this garage and he could see the top of an old car in the garage. So when he got done with the job, he said, there's an old car in that barn over there, or that garage. What's the story on that? You know what? Mrs. So-and-so and her husband died. It's been sitting there for years. So he bought it and was going to drive it back and forth to work. Needed the motor rebuilt. I mean, that car was built to run, and it was run hard probably. So anyway, he got a price on rebuilding the motor. It's a 370, 1 year only. Couldn't find pistons, couldn't find valves, because he didn't belong to the Pontiac club or anything like that. So the local parts store didn't have the parts. So I was driving down the road Friday night, just got paid. He was at a Phillips 66 station, door open, putting a for sale sign in the back window. I made a U-turn. I went back. I said, I went and looked it over. I said, what do you want for it? He says, well, I know what that car's worth. And he says, I'm not going to let it go for just nothing. He said, I got to have $650. So I about broke my arm getting my billfold out. Took every penny I had that week.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so I bought the car on the spot. Well, it did not have tri-power on it. It had a 4-barrel. And there was no tri-power emblem on this side. Well, I got to working on it and found that it had been wrecked, and that fender on that side had been replaced.
Oh,
So I work for UPS. So I drive a semi. I went down from where I live to Dayton, Ohio. I was sitting in the snack bar talking to the guys about this car, and I said, I'd really like to find a tri-power. He said, you know, my uncle used to work for and it came from Beaver Creek, Ohio.
Okay.
My uncle used to work for the Pontiac dealer in Beaver Creek, and he said they'd get a tri-power in, and he'd take it home, and he'd take the tri-power off because nobody wanted to work on them. He'd put a 4-barrel on, they'd put it back on the car lot and sell it. He says, in fact, I think he's still got a tri-power. He said he brought a car home. He said, I used to go over and watch him work on them, and he brought a white Pontiac home, 58, with a blue stripe. And he says, I think that tri-power's still underneath the bench in my aunt's house.
So
I said, so you check on that and let me know.
Yes.
He gets the tri-power, brings it to work. He said she wants $75 for it. So I said, okay. I checked the date code on the intake, the heads, and the block, and they were all made within a couple of weeks of each other. So was that the same car he worked on?
Within a few of the assembly line, it's got to be.
Well, could it have been the same car that he's put
So
the
they-
4-barrel on? And
Were they doing that because they couldn't sell the tri-powers? People
Yeah.
didn't want them?
No. Everybody's tri-power has been run hard. You know?
Okay. Oh, I got you.
So they'd take the emblems off, the 58s. The others didn't have emblems, but take the emblems off, paint it. That fender had been replaced, and it's black primer under that fender. So when I got the drilling for the holes in this fender, I found the holes.
Oh, it was already ready to go.
It was already had the holes.
Oh,
So,
man. Well, it
is
had to
that
have been
the same
there.
car? I don't know.
Okay. Well,
It's got a positive rear end. It's got a heavy-duty 3-speed.
cool.
It's just a really neat old.
It is neat. I was admiring it. At first, I thought I was walking up on a Bonneville when I walked up on it
Yeah.
from the front.
Bonneville's got a lot more print.
Mm-hmm.
You want the hood down?
Yeah, let's get the profile with the hood down. I shot it. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a neat car.
This
and it's
really
a
was the bottom
sedan.
of the line.
Yeah, it's a post car.
Yeah.
Now, they didn't make a Chieftain in a hardtop, did they?
Yeah.
They did? Yeah, it doesn't have the fancy bars on the headliner. A neat old car. Be the difference in one of these and a J2 Oldsmobile? Do you know? Is there a lot of difference in the...
Well, the Pontiac's a lot lighter. J2 was a heavier car.
Okay.
The bumper and everything was massive on those. Everybody refers to a tri-power as a J2.
Yeah, just the option.
But it's just an option. Pontiac and Olds had it at the same time. So some say that the Olds came out a month earlier than the Pontiac.
etching in the glass. This is one of those that the more you look, the more you're going to see. Yeah, look at the spread on it. Many horses. Ooh, there's that altered wheelbase car. Oh my lord. Oops. Yeah. That's an old school truck there. Built a while back.
There's Larry.